Hi, so I'm going to talk about goal setting and support planning and strategy development. All of these tools can help your students become organized and responsible for assignments, as well as keeping thoughts and ideas together on various topics, as well as branching out and learning other strategies from other students. So we're going to start off by talking about goal charts and setting goals for students. These can be done as a whole class, or an individual can make their own goals. So I found a SMART goal chart online. So what's really cool about this is that it actually breaks down a goal into steps. So S is make it specific. So what do you specifically want to accomplish with this goal? M, make it measurable. How do you know when it's going to be accomplished? A, make it attainable. So how can the goal actually be completed? R, make it relevant. So is the goal actually worth working on hard to accomplish? And T is make it timely. So by when will the goal actually be done? So all of these are super cool for students to use for this worksheet even, because they can write it down, break it down on their own, and actually see if the goal is worth doing. Obviously, this can be used for all grade levels. You may have to change the vocab a little bit. So a kindergartner wouldn't know what attainable means. You might have to change wording just so they understand that attainable is, oh, what can I actually do to complete the goal? For whole class goals, it could be as simple as reading a book at the end of the year, or making a school-wide change. And you could put this in your classroom. It should be little or no cost, depending on what you want to do. These sheets I found right on Google Images, so you can print them right off and copy them, and students can have them. You can always make it fancy by making a class poster, but again, that's not going to be expensive, and a lot of schools provide paper and things like that for you. So these are some goals that I found. The top left is goals for this week. Somebody just made this for themselves, but teachers can do this as well and change the little sticky notes on the bottom to things that students can do during the week. So it could be as simple as helping a friend or getting assignments done, things like that. Image 2 has daily, weekly, monthly, and long range goals. This would be kind of useful for high school so they can do each assignment of the day, maybe an upcoming test for the week, a big project for the month, and even long range you can get into more career goals and what they want to do for college. The top right is the mistaken goal chart. What's really cool about that is that I found on the website right on the link below here. That's all about what to do if a student, what they're looking for in a class, I guess. So if a student is acting up, maybe they're wanting attention, so their goal is attention, and it tells the teacher the corrective measure and what you can actually teach the child. So you're teaching them to ask for attention appropriately. So the next thing I want to talk about is support planning and strategy development. So as a college student, we plan with other students all the time. So I kind of split into upper grade and lower grade. So upper grades, we use Google Classroom and Google Docs and PowerPoint, and these are all strategies that we can use for even high schoolers. Blackboard discussion posts, we communicate with each other, bounce off topics, ideas, learn other strategies from other students on what they're doing, as well as even getting missed homework. FaceTime is also a really cool option that we have to literally meet almost face to face with somebody to discuss something. Lower grades, you can talk about, or you can use table discussions, and as a table in the class, they can talk about a topic and see what other students are doing and maybe get strategies from other students. That also goes into brainstorming and learning other ways that students do things. Research is also a cool option for students if they need to know more about a topic. It is actually a strategy to use, so they can go online or read a book about something that they're doing. And bubble charts and spider webs help them branch out their ideas and kind of learn more and get more information on a topic, or even kind of put all their crazy topics together into one central focus. So something that you can definitely use in a classroom is an agenda. Agendas are very cheap. A lot of schools actually will provide students for agendas. This can just help them write down assignments as well as tests and projects coming up so they know what's going to be ahead. keep them organized, as well as a classroom calendar. This is more for elementary, but you can definitely kind of change it up and make it upper grades if you need be, to have certain days of the week that are coming up, as well as classroom news, tests, etc. Um, I'm also want to talk about behavioral support plans. So these are used for students who have issues behaving in class. It could be as simple as a smiley, green smiley face or red smiley face if they had a good or bad time during that activity. So in writing they had a good day, so they did a green smiley face. They can also do more of a pointed level chart. So a 3 is really good. A 0 is they did really bad. So students can actually visually see and count up the number of points. These you can find online as well. They're fairly inexpensive. Make them yourself. For whole classroom goals, you can use these. They're just posters I found online. Voice levels is super important for a classroom, so they know their expectations, as well as even school-wide expectations, like be it Cardinal or the Jonesboro way, that they know how to act in school and they know what the expectations are. All of these I found on Google Images, so nothing that I created myself, but everything you can either make very cheaply or find for free. Thanks.